Well, howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, and I'd like to show you how to test your alternator using a simple multimeter. Now, one of the things that I like to do with my multimeter to make sure I get an accurate reading is I like to go ahead and loosen up my battery terminals, and I like to just stick my multimeter leads, my positive and my positive, and my negative and my negative, go ahead and tighten them up. This way you know that you're getting a good accurate reading. Now the next thing you're going to do is with the car off, and this is basically going to test your battery, you're going to take your multimeter and you're going to turn it to 20 DC volts. 20 DC volts right there. Alright, now if you get a reading of 1278, you might get a reading of 12.5, you might get a reading of 1261, 1260. That's a good reading, and that's going to tell you that your battery is in good shape right there. Now what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to go and start your car. And when you start your car, what you want to see, if your alternator is working correctly, is you want to see this 12 jump up to like a 14, or like a 14.5 or a 14. If that number stays the same, or if it drops while your car is running, then that's a direct indicator that your alternator is not working correctly. So, since we know the battery is good, let's go ahead and get the car started and see if those numbers change. Alrighty, and there you go. Now, our number after we've started the car, still connected to our battery, positive and negative terminals, has jumped up to 14.5. And that's a good number. That tells you that the alternator is working correctly. If that number drops, or if it stays the same when you start the car, then that tells you that the alternator is not working correctly. So there you go, folks. That's how you can use a multimeter to test your alternator. I'll put a link in the description there so you can pick up a multimeter for yourself. If you have any questions, just shoot them to me in the comments. I'm real good at getting back to people on them. This is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. Thanks for all your support and watching. I'm signing off.